Today we're going to be rebuilding this destroyed Audi Q7 that was hit in the front so bad we had to buy a parts car, and all the suspension in the front was ripped off but yet replaced off camera. Let me know all your thoughts and comments down below. Like, subscribe, because we're on our road to 1,000 subscribers. Sit back, relax, and watch to the end. It's a good one. Now this is the parts car. The parts car is a 2014 Audi Q7 supercharged. It's the same motor that's on our 2011 that's great that we're fixing. And the issue with this car that's for parts is, well, you heard it. Sounds terrible. And this is the reason why we're using this car for parts, because a motor like this is $6,000 and it's just not worth rebuilding. So now we're gonna take it all apart and take off the parts to put it on the Supercar. Now, while we were working on this car, we discovered something terrible. This car has been repaired before, terribly. Parts car is not looking so good. We have Bondo everywhere. That's not good. Right here.
Look back.
Yeah, the sheetrock screws. There's like 2 of them. Oh no. So this guy put screws on the bumper. You can see that's sheetrock screws. And the screws are inside the bumper, and they put Bondo to cover up the screw. So we're gonna have to cut the screw off, which sucks so much. There we go. Crazy. Oh, that's on there.
Huh? There's a bumper.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Alright, hopefully we can take out the bumper now. We uncovered a lot of fitting damage here. Look at all that Bondo. It's insane. That's not supposed to be like that. That's not supposed to be like that. Oh my gosh. So here's the car. This is the car that was destroyed. It had both sides suspension completely destroyed, but the suspension was already fixed a little while ago. As you can see, all tires are straight. Today we're going to be assessing the damage on the both fenders, front bumper, and this thing has some, I guess you could say, frame damage right here that we're going to have to pull and take out the spot welds and replace. We already have all the parts that we know of, and yeah, so let's get straight into fixing this car. Now, to get better context, we had this car before previously, and it was hit in the front and we fixed it, but we gave it to one of our neighbors, and one of our neighbors got into a minor wreck with this car, and you can see here it has a little bit of frame damage here. So we started putting it, we put a quarter power, started putting it out so we can have a nice straight body to work off of. Now once we finished pulling it, I went to take out the radio support off the parts car off camera because it was gonna be a lot easier. And I also took off the radio support on the actual car off camera like that. Less work for you guys to see. And all I have to do now is take it off and switch the parts. The radio's done. Or should I say intercooler? Alright, let go. Radio support out. Alrighty, so here we have the radio support. Here it is. This is the one off the parts car. And here's the one off the car. It's completely broken. And I'm going to replace the parts real quick. Install it on the car. Huh? Go get it. Now, as you guys saw on the parts car, it was hit in the passenger side a little bit, and we did not know of, so we went to the junkyard. We bought a $150 fender, and we started repairing the bumper that was on the parts car and wet sanding all the parts so we could test fit it on the car. Alright, so we started test fitting the front bumper and fender on the other side so we could test out everything's fitting, the radio support, all the bondo, and see how thick this bondo is compared to the actual fender. As you can see, it's a big gap. It's like maybe a half an inch of bondo. All the holes are lining up though, which is good news. And yeah, started aligning all the body lines. Shim. Forgot to install the fender for some reason. Alright, so we started working on the fender. You can see the two holes where the sheetrock screws were on. Unfortunately, this thing is super thick with Bondo. So my dad's gonna have to do a whole bunch of work, a whole bunch of sanding, a whole bunch of heating up, and fender cleaning work with the bumper. While he's doing that, I'm gonna be jumping on the original bumper and taking it fully apart. This is the bumper that came out of the original car. This is the aftermarket bumper that we have put it on. Came out really nice, and I do love this grill. And the owner that we sold the car to wants this grill, and I don't blame him because it looks nice. So we're gonna remove this, the wiring, the sensors, and the lights, and all the little cositas ahí, y to put on the other bumpers. Let's go straight into it. Gotta take out all these little clips here. Bro, this was literally the hardest thing to take out. I'm telling you, so hard. These grills are a pain to take out, especially aftermarket. Right now I'm missing this sensor right here. Should just come off. There we go. I remember when I had to take this out a couple years ago. I broke it with a buddy of mine. See right here is broken. It's a really nice grill though. Took the grill out, took the license plate, bracket thing is over there. Next is these $700 signal lights. It's held on by 2 Phillips screws. Let me get that out real quick. There we go. Now I'm removing the battery, which is right here. Take out these clips and stuff. Oh my gosh. Now from here on out, it's mostly just body work, time consuming processes. where we wet sand, sand again, primer, sand, and wet sand the parts just to be ready for paint. Here I'm going to be taking apart the whole front bumper, taking all the fog lights and wiring, the grille, the signal lights, and wet sanding the bumper as well.
I see. Right.
Now I mixed up some ocean paint, some silver, so that we can have a base coat on all the fender, the front bumper, and a couple other accessories that we're going to be painting. All we're doing right now is throwing primer and doing a base coat like that. When it's time to paint the whole car, it's a lot easier to paint. So we finally got the bumper painted with primer and a base of silver. You didn't go crazy, obviously there's not much paint there. It was pretty much to get paint in all the edges here, so you can now mount all the pieces into the grill, which this grill takes up way too many pieces. The grill is huge. You have these pieces. There's just a whole bunch of pieces. Let's get straight into it. I just stepped on this. Did I break anything? Hope I didn't. Let me put this inside the box. I hope I didn't. That sucks. Together now, this thing is a pain to put on. It's easier to put it together than taking it apart. Taking it apart the right way takes a lot of time, especially this grill and this lower section here. Just, as you can see here, there's just so many pieces. So anyways, it got it done. Now it's time to put it in the car. And I'm planning on making a custom license plate bracket that comes out of here or here. I'm pretty sure it's coming out of here from the chassis. Yeah. We decided to mount the fenders and the bumper and all the parts to the car so we could get prepped for paint. Painting will be in the next video, but we decided to do all the body lines, making sure everything lines up, mount all the brackets, and see how everything is fitting so we can start preparing everything for paint. And everything lined up pretty good. All the body lines, the doors, the fenders, pillar, the hood, everything lined up really good. Fabulous job. And it will be time to prepare for paint. Started wet sanding these headlights because these headlights were oxidized and faded, and we're just gonna rethrow clear or buff them, whichever one works out. And here we have the rated support, and I started to put everything together, all the pieces, and clean it. The soaping water. Who wants a dirty rated support? Clean it up, and it's running good. Either way, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. We started wet sanding the front bumper, the headlights, and all the pieces that we're gonna paint. And painting is obviously gonna be in the next video. A lot of progress done. The whole car is pretty much all together and ready for paint. Now this car was started I believe August of 2023, and we finished the car September of 2023, and the video is finally uploaded today. Crazy how long it took for me to upload this video. But it was a pretty hectic build, and if you stayed till this long, comment down below Audi, like, subscribe, let me know all your thoughts and comments down below. Gotta catch you on the next video. Peace and God bless.